YouTube. How you guys doing? I'm Like a Gamer, bringing you a Fishing Planet video. Today, I'm showing you guys how to catfish on the LoneStar Lake in Texas. So as you guys can see, my bait time right now is really high in the morning, and it drops down around 9 and goes back up around 3. So what you are going to be using is a hook. So I'll just open this up real fast. So I'm using a T-foot 21.3. My line weight is 2 to 6.5 pounds. It's a 7-piece rod, 9 guides. I'm using my reel is a Callisto XSR 1400. The ratio is 5.8 to 1. What I'm using is a chubby bobber, a hook size number 1, small cut bait, and that's all you really need to catfish on this map. Pet food works, peas work, crappie work, cheese work, it all works here. So what you are doing is we are going to come over here and press my 3rd slot to get out my catfish bait. I'm going to put my drag up, because these catfish guys don't fight hard. Then what you're going to want to do is press F11. So what that does is let you cast out a lot farther. And that was not a good cast. I'm going to have to reel that in, because there's a spot where you need to hit, or else you're not going to catch catfish. The cut bait works, guys. And if you guys are using corn, there are fish called in here called I don't remember what they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but they fight, and you might want a good size rod and reel. So I would recommend the sports casting pack. I don't have that yet, but I do have the bass in the heavy casting pack. Heavy casting pack. The float was what you want. And so as you guys can see, my bobber is already getting moved. I'm gonna readjust my monitor real fast. All right. And what I'm going to do is let that fish take it, and I'm going to hook it like that. Up the strike, the bait was eaten or lost. So what you want to do after that is you want to reel in. I know what I did wrong there, so we're gonna get a few catfish. I have premium, so that's gonna also help with my levels. But yeah, that doesn't matter with anything. The catfish in this lake, guys, are decent sized. Well, I wouldn't say they're decent sized, they're tiny. But if you guys want to catch some nice catfish, I'd recommend going to Mudwater, Missouri for $25. And if you're just starting out for catfish, this is where you want to go. With your pet food and your corn and whatnot. Not corn, but pet food and bread, worms, etc. But you want to put your line depth to 99, so you're reaching the catfish. I want to pull up on it, get a strike to happen. My bobber's resting sideways because the way I set up the bobber, not bobber, but the way the bait I'm using and how I'm casting is affecting how the bobber sits. So I'm gonna let these catfish play with it for a little bit. They're not the biggest catfish, so you don't have to have the heaviest gear. What the basic catfishing gear works, that's what I'm using. I don't have any heavy float casting pack or whatever. I only have two DLCs, which is the Bass Pack and the Heavy Sport Casting Pack. And I hooked that one. Guys, see, the catfish aren't big, but you have to have your reel speed up all the way. And boom, there you go. That's how you catch it. That's how you catch a catfish. Let's just go for one more, because they're not hard to catch. It depends on where that one's at. $78 meters is where you want it. Around 78, 90. 70 to 90 meters, guys, is where you want it. 78 is the hot spot. I'm going to show you pet food after this fish right here. If any of you guys see, guys, if you want to try to do what I just did, when it's taking it, just yank up. Just press your button to yank it up, which is your right, and your left is your reel. If you want to try what I did, you can. But now I'm going to show you pet food, which is what most people probably have, if not cheese. I haven't really noticed a difference when I've used pet food or cut bait. I've never tried pet food here, so you might catch bluegill. I'm gonna reel that in just so I can get a faster strike right off it, so I know it works. But I don't know, guys. I've tried cheese here. Cheese is not the best bait to use here, because then you're gonna catch bluegill and a lot of other things. But you're fishing for catfish, so this is really the ideal stuff that you want to use for your pet food. Not your pet food, your catfish. I can tell this is a catfish because the way it's playing with it. It's not attacking it fully. So if I can, I would just pop up on it. But yeah, guys, so yeah, this is a catfish. Yep, right there, guys. There's one. I think this is a catfish. And this is, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, this is a catfish. It's a big catfish. Alright, it's gotten worn out. I'm gonna reel against it just so I know. If this is a freshwater drum, I think is what they're called. I don't remember. No, smallmouth buffalo is what the fish are called, guys. If you guys know comment down below what you use to catch them. If you don't know, that's okay. They're kind of hard to catch, so I would say they're kind of rare. But you're asking me, you're probably wondering why I'm not fishing on the other side. This might be a smallmouth buffalo. This is a smallmouth buffalo, guys. So, pet food works for smallmouth buffalo, guys. Corn also works. Smallmouth buffalo, guys. You might want a bigger rod and reel. So I'm that Kid Gamer, and I'll see you later.